Hi students, welcome back to video classes. In the previous video, I explained about the shapes and angles. So based on this, let me ask some questions. So that means these are comes under the practice. Now, you observe this diagram. If you observe these diagrams, so you take this one. Here, in this shape, there is a gap. So this is the gap. So this is the gap between these two. So there is a gap. So if you observe this, here also there is a gap. So this is the gap, and so this comes under the gap. So here also this is the gap. So in this figure, this is not closed. Here these two are the boundaries. These two boundaries are opened. So here also these two boundaries are opened. Here these two boundaries are opened. Therefore such figures are called open figures. What we call open figures or open shape. Did you understand? So you take this one. You see, so this is closed. This is closed. In this, there is no open. Therefore, it is called closed figure. Therefore, this is called closed figure. Means all the boundaries are closed. Means all the boundaries are. So that means boundaries are, all the boundaries are closed. Suppose if I asked, so is this shape open or closed? So obviously it is open figure. Now you tell me, is this shape closed or open? So this is also closed. So after completing this chapter, students, after completing this chapter, you are able to find, so that is identify the different shapes, and you are able to understand how to measure the angles also. So listen carefully. Okay students, let me explain about closed figures in detail. So closed figures can be further classified into two broad categories. Closed figures. Closed figures can be classified into two categories. First one is two-dimensional shapes. Is two-dimensional shapes. Two-dimensional shapes. So these two-dimensional shapes are also called as 2D shapes. So two-dimensional shapes, they're 2D shapes. And the second one is three-dimensional shapes. So they are also called 3D shaped figures. 3D shapes. Let me explain the first one. 2D shapes. So what is the meaning of 2D shapes? 2D shapes means it is a figure. For example, you take what we call, tell me one diagram, square. So this is the what we call square. This is the square. This square has 4 sides, and so 4 sides means 1, 2, 3, 4. So here all the 4 sides are of same length, has 4 sides and are of same length, isn't it? And are of same length. And what about the angles? So the angle made at this point is 90 degrees, and this is 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees, this is 90. How many such angles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore 4 90 degrees angles, 4 90 degrees angles, and 4 corners are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. As 4 90 degrees angles, and it has 4 corners. If you observe this diagram, so whatever the diagram it is, so this diagram is made up of straight lines only. So this is the straight line, and this is the line, and this is the straight line, and this is the straight line. The square is made up of straight lines. Such diagram is called two-dimensional diagram, two-dimensional shape. That means 2D shape means it is a shape that has length and breadth. That has length and breadth only. They are called 2D shapes. So according to this one, we can say that 2D shapes means it is a shape, say shape. It is a shape or figure, we can say figure. It is a shape or figure that has a length, and breadth, that has a length and breadth only, are called what we call, are called 2D shapes. So you can take the other diagram. Let me draw another one. Say a triangle. So what we call, it has 3 sides, so it is a triangle. So in this triangle, how many sides, how many corners are there? So here 1, 2, 3. Suppose ABC is a triangle. Say ABC is a triangle. AB is the one side, BC and AC are the 2 sides. AB, BC, AC. So in this diagram, it has 3 sides. So this is called triangle. Triangle means already you know that it is a closed figure bounded by 3 line segment. So this is the triangle. It has has three sides, and three corners, isn't it? Three sides, A, B, B, C, C, A are the three sides. What are the three corners? A, B, C. And these corners are also called as vertex. So these are the vertices. These three corners comes under the vertices. Vertex plural form is vertices. Okay, whatever it may be. So this is called the 2D shaped figure. 2D shape. This is the 2D shape. So if you take the third example, so draw a rectangle. Take a rectangle. So here, so this is also the 2D shaped figure. Why? Because so in these three diagrams, square, first one is square, second one is triangle, third one is rectangle. All these three diagrams are made up of line segments only, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Here 3 line segments. So this figure has 3 sides. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 line segments. This is made up of 4 line segments. Therefore, so according to the shape of this diagram, it is a rectangle. Why? Because here the sides are same. Opposite sides are same in length. So isn't it? This side is equal to this one and this side is equal to this one. Therefore, this is called the rectangle. Say it is a rectangle. According to the definition of a rectangle, opposite sides are same in length. So therefore, it has 4 sides. It has 4 sides. So all these sides are, these 4 sides are what we call made up of line segments. Made of line segments. Just observe it. Made of line segments. Here also made of line segments. So here opposite sides are equal. OPPO, opposite sides are equal, and at the same time they are parallel to each other and parallel. Sorry, P-A-R-A-L-L-E-L, parallel to each other. All the angles are equal to, how many angles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. All the angles are equal to 90 degrees. All the angles are equal to 90 degrees. Suppose if you observe these 3 diagrams, first one is square, second one is triangle, third one is this one. In these 3 figures, all the figures are made up of line segments. Of course, here we didn't use any curves. That means it is a figure, it is made of line segments or curves, are called 2D shapes. Therefore, we call these diagrams as 2D shaped figures. Okay. So, second closed figure is 3-dimensional. So second one is 3 dimensional shape. So this is called 3D shape in short form, 3D shape. So these 3D shapes means they're all solid shapes. 3D shapes means are solid shapes. So as we know that solid shape means it has 3 dimensions. So they have solid shape. For example, you can take cube, cuboid, so etc. So are solid shapes. They have, solid shapes have 3 dimensions. 3 dimensions. What are the dimensions? Length, breadth, and what is the third one? Height and height. So the main components of 3D shapes are, so let me explain. So this is, let me draw a figure. What is this? So this is a cube. This is the three-dimensional figure. This is the three-dimensional figure. What are the main components of this solid shape? It has face, edge. So this is called the face. This is called the face, and this is called the face. How many faces are there? Suppose if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many are there? 6 faces. Like that, how many edges are there? So I will explain you in detail. What are the main components? Face, edge, and what we call, next one is vertex. Vertex, V-E-R-T-E-X. Face, edge, vertex. Here, so what is a face, and what is an edge, and what is the vertex? So how many faces are there in this solid figure, and how many edges are there, how many vertices are there? So vertices means it is the plural form for vertex. Let me draw a cuboid. Let me draw a cuboid. So this is called cuboid. This cuboid has, so what is the face? This is the face. What we call? This is called face. This is face. This is face. What is the meaning of face? Face means it is a flat surface. What we call? Face means a flat surface. It is a flat surface. And what is an edge? So here face, this is the flat surface, and edge means, what is the meaning of edge? This is the edge. What do we call? This is the edge, isn't it? And this is the edge. So what is the meaning of edge? I will explain it. Edge. If you observe this, here, this is the one face, isn't it? And this is the other face. So this is the hidden face. This is the front part of the cuboid, and exactly opposite this one, we will have one more face. This is. So what we call, this is the other face. So it is the hidden face. So here this face and this one, these two faces are meeting at this point, isn't it? So here observe it carefully. This is the one face, and this is the other face. These two faces are meeting at this point. So that is called edge. So edge means where two faces meet, where two faces meet. So when two faces are meeting at the same point, that comes under the edge. Now what is a vertex? Now you see here, this is the corner, this is called vertex, Vertex. This is called vertex. Here what is the meaning of vertex? It is a corner where this is the corner, this is the corner. So what is this? What is this? This is the edge. This is the edge of this face, and this is the edge of this face, isn't it? So this is the face. This face has this edge, and this face has this edge. These two edges meet at this point. Therefore, it is called a vertex. Vertex means it is a corner where edges meet. Did you understand? This is the corner. Vertex means is a corner. Vertex means is a corner where edges meet. Where edges meet. So this is the, so what we call, these three are the main components of 3D shapes. These three are the main components. Main components of 3D shapes. Main components of 3D shapes are face, edge, and vertex. Now let me explain how many edges, how many faces, and how many vertices are there in 3D shapes. So let me draw the cube and cuboid. So cube and cuboid. Cube means it has a face. Cube, this is not cube. So this is the cube. Why? Because all the four sides are same. Cube means, so square means it has four equal sides. So cube has a square face. Cube has a square face. Keep in mind, all of you. Let me draw the cube. So this is the cube. And what about the cuboid? Let me draw cuboid. Cuboid means it has rectangular face. Did you understand the difference between cube and cuboid? Cube means it has square face. In cuboid it has rectangular face. Okay. So it has a rectangular shape. This is the rectangular shape. So what is the difference between these two means? We can say that cube has, this one has what we call square face. Square face. Whereas this one has rectangular face. Rectangular face. And in this, all the edges are of equal in length. All the edges all the edges are equal in length. What is the difference between cube and cuboid? I am explaining you. So whereas in this all the edges are not equal in length. Here this edge is not equal to this edge, and this edge is not equal to this edge. In this all the edges are not equal in length. All the edges are not equal in length. Now, in cube and cuboid, how many faces are there? If you take the first one, cube, so how many faces are there? Count faces. Number of faces. We will count. Number of faces. How many are there? 1. This is the one face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many are there? So we can observe 3 faces. 1, 2, 3. What about the other 3? Other 3 are hidden faces. Other 3 are hidden faces. Therefore, how many faces are there? 6 faces. So this cube has 6 faces. What about the cuboid? Here 1, 2, 3. These 3 faces are visible. What about the other faces? 1, 2, 3. And 3 more faces are there. They are hidden. Therefore, total it has 6 faces. Therefore, both cube and cuboid has 6 faces. Very good. Now, come to the what we call vertices. How many vertices are there? As already I told you, vertex means it is a corner where 2 edges meet. It is a corner where 2 edges meet. So before that, we will count the number of edges. Number of edges. How many edges are there in cube and cuboid? Means already edge means where 2 faces meet. So where 2 faces meet means this is the face and this is the face. These 2 are meeting at this point. Like that, this is the one face and hidden face. This is the other face. These 2 faces are meeting at this one. So these comes under the edges. Like that edges, how many are there? Count. 1. Why? Because this face and this face are meeting at this point. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Did you understand? How many edges are there? Now count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did you understand? 10, 11, 12. How many edges are there? There are 12. Come to the cuboid. Cuboid also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cuboid also Same number of edges. What about the number of what we call vertices? Number of vertices. How many vertices are there? So, as I told you, vertex means it is a corner where edges meet. So, it is a corner. This is the corner. So, this edge, so this is the edge of this face, and this is also the edge of this face. So, therefore, vertex means it is a corner. It is a corner. This is the corner. So, we get this corner by meeting these two, what we call edges. Now, so how many such vertices are there? Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you understand? How many are there? 8 vertices. How like means, let me explain again. This is the edge of this face, and this is also the edge of this face. These two edges meeting at this point. So therefore it is called vertex. So like that, these two faces, this one and this one, these two faces, corners, what we call these two faces edges. This is the edge of this face, and this is also edge of this face. These two edges are meeting at this point. This is the vertex. So like that, how many such corners are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Therefore, how many vertices are there? 8 vertices are there. So, okay, students. So, this is the classification of closed figures. This is the classification of closed figures. Okay, students, let us stop here. In the next video, we will go through the textbook.